So the other day I saw something that really made me scratch my head. It was a comment, and it was basically like, I'm tired of these new Touhou fans ruining the fandom with their bad takes and thinking that it's cute if they voice a female model with their manly voices. And I'm like, okay, first of all, it's not a bad take. I was just explaining why certain canon characters are different from their fan interpretations. Secondly, guys dressing as female characters has been a thing in the Touhou fandom since time immemorial. Like, if you go to a convention, at least 80% of the Touhou characters are going to be guys. And that's fine. It doesn't matter what they look like. As long as they're having fun, whatever. I'm having fun. I'm a female model. Does it really matter? No, it doesn't. If it matters to you, I think that's a you problem, okay? Now, and that's basically my problem with the Touhou fandom, or rather, what it's become. Now, there's people like me and my subscribers and the general folk who are welcoming of each other, and even if we have differing opinions, we're respectful, we talk about it, and we all enjoy Touhou together. We love it. It's wholesome. And then there's the people who think Touhou needs to be like every other fandom and be a toxic hellhole where there's cliques, where there's like elitism, where if you have a different opinion, you need to be crucified. I'm talking about you, Touhou Reddit. I've seen some bad takes on there. Like, you guys are gatekeeping. Stop gatekeeping Touhou. We're rare as it is in the West. We need all hands on deck, okay? So if you see someone confused, don't be like, you know nothing about Touhou. You're bad. Be like, hey, I know a lot about Touhou. I can tell you about it. Want me to tell you about it? Come on board. It's going to be fun. And that's what my channel aims to do. I want to entertain people and maybe get them interested in Touhou content and let them learn what there is to know in the future and basically be there for them to guide them, whatever. But people like you who are trying to shoo away the quotations newbies and say, oh, Touhou is a holier than thou place, don't you ruin it. You are the problem. And if you could kindly get the fuck out, that'd be great. And I know that's you're going to point out that's hypocritical. You just said don't gatekeep. I ain't gatekeeping. I'm gate guarding. Now get out. Basically, I allow anyone who has a passion for Touhou and wants to learn about it in. But if you have a passion for making shit unhappy for everyone else and making it a toxic hellhole, then get out, okay? Because there's a difference between gatekeeping a fandom from people who just want to learn about it and gate guarding it from people who want to ruin the experience for everyone else. Like, there's nothing wrong with allowing people in, but if they're clearly no good, they have no place here, all right? And I know that some people will disagree and say I'm still being a hypocrite. That's fine. It's my opinion, and that's the best part. We're allowed to have opinions, but these people don't think we're allowed to have opinions, if you know what I mean. Touhou Twitter is another example of people like that, but Twitter in general is just trash. Stay far away from it, guys. You don't want to go there. But luckily, from a poll I did, most of you don't use it, which is very good and very healthy for your mental state. Now, what do I want to talk about next? Well, as you know, when it comes to Touhou fans, they have a bit of an ego. And I'm not talking about you guys. You guys are fine. I'm talking about the ones who seem to believe that Touhou revolves around them and they revolve around Touhou. The kind who are like, okay, for example, they look at a Touhou character, let's say, I don't know, Cherno, right? And they're like, Cherno can solo this verse. But the problem is they say it unironically. I know a lot of you would say it ironically. They're like, Cherno's the strongest, whatever, funny. And that's fine. And memes are fine. That's fine. What I do is I stress the difference between memes and canon. I'm not saying memes are bad. I just make a video saying, hey, this is what canon's really like. But these people unironically believe Touhou characters are the toppest of tippy top tiers. And I cannot for the life of me understand why. And when you disagree with them, it isn't anything like, oh, okay, I respect your opinion, but I'm going to have to disagree, which would be fine. You're allowed to believe that Touhous are the best. I may, like, dispute you on that, but I'm not going to force you to change your mind. I'm going to maybe explain why you might be wrong, but I'm not going to be like, hey, that's bad, stop talking like that. No, I wouldn't be like that. But on the other hand, if I'm like, hey, buddy, Yuka couldn't punch Broly out, you might come at me like, actually, this is why Yuka can solo most of the DBZ-verse, you know? And I'm like, okay, first of all, calm down. But secondly, what? And that's probably another problem with the Touhou fandom. It's just getting a little out of hand recently, because it's resurged in popularity and there's a lot of new people finding out about Touhou and they've decided it's their fandom. Which again, fine, if you want to get in on it, awesome. But if you go around calling OG Touhou fans newbies because they have quotations bad takes and you think, oh, they're not taking it seriously, you need to get your priorities checked, buddy. Oh, and can we please, while I'm at it, can we please stop looking down on fans who don't play the games, okay? Because I've seen that a lot. I've seen like, oh, you don't play the Touhou games, so you're not a true fan. Shut the fuck up, okay? That take is bad. If someone is passionate about the lore and Gensokyo and the world and they know the characters, but they haven't played the games, who the fuck cares? Let them love the series. They don't need to play the games to love the series. I've never seen Madoka Magica, but I know all about it. I love that series. I just don't fucking feel like watching the anime. Fate, I barely interacted with the games. I played a little bit of FGO, but I know a lot about Fate regardless. And hell, I'll admit this, I've touched maybe one Touhou game. One mainline Touhou game besides the fighting games in my life. Does that lower my opinion on everything? No, it doesn't. So if you're one of those people who are like, hey, you don't play the game, so your opinion matters less and you're not a true fan, kindly leave, because I do not have a place for you on my channel, because that's not what we're here about. We're here to talk about Touhou, to enjoy Touhou, and to have fun. And if you're one of those, dare I say it, fun haters, get out. Okay, just leave, because I don't want that kind of negativity on my channel. Goodbye.